So let's have a look here. Jungian studies. Evening Von, Sunday Times, Royal Correspondent, interviewed on radio today. Thank you. And said home birth, all perfectly normal. Just listened in disbelief. Blessings, Beverly. So when was that? I actually did get the birth. I know that the birth is being predicted around this time, but I did predict that it would either be. This was, gosh, was this a month or so ago? Do you remember if you've been following me? I said it would either be Easter, didn't I? Remember, I said it would be Easter. I said that it would either be the Sunday, or it would be on the Monday. So in between Sunday and Monday, either the Queen's birthday or the day after, around there. Okay, so I did say from the 21st to the 23rd, I said this baby would come. So if that is not just pure speculation, I feel the baby was born either today or yesterday. Okay, sorry, Yvonne. She wasn't saying it had happened, just that normal, like the Queen had her babies at home. Okay, well, I will look at that again. Okay, I know I did a reading last week to see, or was that, last week, to see if the baby had already arrived. And I'm going to look at a reading on that. I have a feeling it was yesterday. I feel that the baby's here. I may be wrong, it may be today, but I got from the 21st to the 23rd, and I said that about 2 months ago. I have this strong feeling this baby came yesterday. I just feel that I sense this. I sense a lot of kind of. I sense a lot of. I do sense a lot of confusion with Harry, Prince Harry, and bewilderment, kind of like a bewilderment kind of feeling. And especially when I saw the photographs of him with at the Queen's celebrations there of her birthday celebration, and also the Easter going to, was it Windsor Chapel there yesterday, and Prince Harry kind of looked very kind of bemused. Oh, all sorts of emotions going on there when I saw him. And I picked up that he was looking a bit bemused, confused, exhausted, like he'd had some kind of barrage of, like he's had some verbal barrage. It could be from the royal family. That he's unhappy with. Well, I do get that Harry is very unhappy with the royal situation. Okay, with William, and that's really sad, because I don't feel that. Let me get into the energies here, because I don't feel that William actually wanted this kind of. I feel that William didn't realise that this had really damaged their relationship. I feel that William and the courtiers said that, yes, we do have to put our foot down here, but we have to put our foot down because you are the future king. Catherine is going to be the future queen. And I also pick up on Catherine too. There's lots of emotions being thrown around here. First of all, I want to look at Harry's emotions here. I feel he's getting this from all sides. He's getting this from Meghan. He's getting this from. There's a lot of fetching and carrying here. I get that there's a lot of strain. I feel there's a little bit of guilt here on William's side, because this had to be done. This had to be done, this separation. But I don't feel that. I feel that William does not want to lose his brother. He does not want to lose his brother. But it's been advised that they, while I think the message is here, while he's you know, he's married he's married Meghan, and I'm not saying that William would greet him back with open arms if Meghan went away. I feel that Harry has chosen his wife. He does love Meghan. There's no, there is no doubt about that. He does love Meghan. So what I get from William at this present time is like that kind of thing, as this, I get this feeling of, this big kind of, they used to have arguments. William and Harry used to have arguments where there's no kind of wives involved. Okay. And they'd get over it. They would get over it. But now there's wives involved. And Kate and Meghan has had this spat. That's a different thing, okay? They're protecting their family. So William is protecting Catherine and his children. And vice versa, Harry's protecting Meghan and his future child. It's only natural that they do this. But I get this feeling from William that have we gone too far with Harry? That Harry's burned his bridges here, or he's looking to burn his bridges. They do not want. Bottom line here is that the crown and the monarchs do not want Harry and his wife to outshine the future king, and it would, we'd have another situation here of like Princess Diana, who was becoming more powerful than the monarchy. So they don't want this situation. But I don't feel William thought that, with them making it up afterwards and, hey, don't be silly, let's just forget this and that kind of thing. This is different. This is different. I feel that Harry is very kind of angry about this. He's angry because he's actually been, he was told to attend the Queen's birthday. And I think this was an order. And it's like, we have to keep this all, you want to keep this birth of this baby all private and secret, this surrogate here. So you're going to have to attend the Queen's birthday. And another little spat there, okay. Some angry episode here. Because I do feel that either the surrogate was in labour at that particular time, and he had to leave to attend this, this birthday. He's very tired, very angry, said, I can't leave this situation. And then he's getting Meghan having a go at him, saying, where are you going? No, you need to be here. Our baby is going to be born soon. And I feel that Harry was very angry that they demanded and ordered that he be at the Queen's Easter, birthday celebration at this chapel. So he attended another rift here that's kind of going deeper than William had actually. I think what William is trying to do here with his courtiers and Christopher Gale is to teach Harry that, you cannot do this. You cannot hide things from the public. And if you're going to hide things, then you need to attend. If you're going to hide this, everybody, all the public are going to wonder where you are, Harry. Where's Harry at the Queen's birthday? So you need to attend. So it looks like Meghan is, pregnant and at home. And so I feel he was ordered to leave a situation. This is what I'm picking up. He was ordered to leave a situation at Frogmore. And I actually feel that Meghan said, no, you need to stay. You need to stay. And I get that this Christopher Gale, well, if you want this covering up, you've got to do as you're told and actually attend the Queen's birthday. Otherwise, we will have to announce this birth, this what's happening here. So another kind of ticking off here for Harry, and he kind of begrudgingly had to leave the situation with Meghan. And I feel Doria's there too. Doria's there, all her friends. Well, the friends are there, Doria's there. And saying, you can't leave. Meghan, she can be very, very demanding. Meghan is so kind. What I pick up with Meghan is that when she gets very stressed out, when she's stressed, and she's stressed at the moment, okay, for multiple reasons. When Meghan is stressed, she gets very demanding. That's when Meghan gets demanding. And it's like nobody can do any, nobody, all the aides, nobody can do right here. We've already heard that she was under stress, and she was ordering the helicopter pilot to go and get takeaways and all this kind of silliness. And that's what she does. She kind of orders people around. It kind of makes her feel, eases that kind of tension. And it eases that stress. So whenever Meghan's stressed, she can be a right cow, actually. That's what I'm picking up here. And I feel that, and I shouldn't call her that, but that's what's coming through. And I think she was kind of being like this to Harry. So he was kind of split. He had split loyalties, and then he was ordered, you have to go. You have to attend the Queen's birthday. So he went alone, and he actually, you could see that he was just so drained of energy that he actually he looked quite gaunt, actually. And he looked lost, and he looked angry. He looked like he couldn't fight anymore. That's the way he looked. And he kept away from, he actually entered, and he said something like, I will attend, but I'm not going to go with William. Or there was something like that. You will not be with William. You will actually walk in with Zara. And not with William. So that you need to stay away from William completely and stay in the background. So that's what happened. I don't feel they said two words to each other at that service there. And I actually feel that at this point they are making a point here. You marry somebody like that and you cannot be in the royal family. They are making a point, but what can Harry do? What can Harry do? He's married to her now. What does he do here? Okay. So I'm just going to pick out some. Look, the card that I get here for Harry is the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords. Well, that says it all, the Nine of Swords, doesn't it? He isn't mentally well himself anyway. So I get here, you know, mental anguish, suffering at the ends of this relationship here, following a separation. There is light at the end of the tunnel, and there is bright prospects. There is brighter times ahead. Okay, that's what this card depicts. He is suffering following this separation here of having to leave Meghan, but I get more of a separation, as in as in actual William and Harry separation. So he is covering up this anxiety over this and anguish and hurt. He's very hurt. He's very angry about this. He's very angry, totally angry about this. That also Harry has been snubbed and Meghan has been snubbed by the aristocrats too, and it's not just. And Harry feels it's all William's fault and Kate's fault. Of course, it's not their fault, but that's how this is. You know, this is turned out. So, and yeah, you know, they've partied, they've indulged too much, and they've partied too much, and they've had too much of a good time. They had the wedding, then there was this baby shower, then it was this, then it was that, and you know, it's not conducive to the royal family. And Harry's been warned about that. He's saying that celebrity does not mix here. I think Christopher Gayet has said to him, you know, celebrity does not mix with the royals. You are aware of that, aren't you? You've got to stop this. You've got to stop acting like celebrities. So I get the Three of Cups here. There's too much indulgence, and the royal family do not like this. They do not like this indulgence. This is what this is about. Okay. This rock star kind of image. And you know, this is coming back on Harry. All this celebrating and the fame and overtaking William with the popularity. And they had to stop. You know, it had to stop. Okay, it had to stop. So this is coming back on Harry, this hurt, this anguish over this separate. You know, it's like to Harry, it would be like chopping his leg off, because they have had their spats before, but not with the wives involved. And he feels it would feel like he's already having to cope with Meghan and her huge demands here, and the staff who are not happy with all the demands too, and this separation from his beloved brother. So I get the king. Yeah, there's lawyers. There's actually lawyers involved here. Lawyers. There's lawyers involved. This is going too far. This is, I actually feel this is going, for these two brothers, this is actually going too far. I feel this that this these brothers, I feel this may not. I feel. I now keep saying that, but I actually feel that Harry is not going to forgive William for this ever. He's going to take it very, very, you know, he's going to be very angry, very hurt over this. He's going to take this as, you know, it's like sawing his leg off. You know, William looked over Harry and protected him. And now the person that protected him has kind of turned against him. That's how Harry sees this. I know, and yeah, you're right, Callie. It's very sad that these two, but I feel it's affected Harry so deeply that he's willing to cut ties totally. He's willing to burn these bridges of the royal family here, and then we go towards him moving to Africa. There's even lawyers involved. All these lawyers could be these men in grey suits that are dealing with this, that are kind of a go-between. Do you understand? Yeah, Harry turned against William first. There was an argument, wasn't there? You know, and I get William is going to be the future king, and he's saying things like, you know, you can't speak to me like that, Harry. I have the say here. When before it was just like a brotherly kind of argument, you know. Okay, I get wow. I get the King of Cups in reverse here. Okay, the King of Cups in reverse. And the King of Cups in reverse. There's manipulation. A person that cannot control their emotions. And it can be quite self-destructive with drug taking here, and likes to kind of escape into fantasy. Likes to escape into fantasy, escape to Africa, escape out of the royal family. Now, I actually feel that Harry has got itchy feet again, okay, and he's looking to escape, run away from this, and he can't run away from it, okay. The Queen has said, you've got to see this out, you have to, let's get this baby here, and then we'll look at maybe you living somewhere else, that kind of thing. I do feel that Harry has become more demanding since he met Meghan than he was when he was single. He's demanding, I don't know what he demands. He's just demanding, starting arguments and things like that. And you know, William doesn't like it. You know, just because you're married doesn't mean you can sling your, you know, you can sling your weight about here. Okay. Yeah, and there is this, like, I did that reading. Do you remember? I did the uncut reading there. If anybody's not had that, seen that uncut closed reading that I did, and somebody said I shouldn't have made that video, because it is, you know, it does kind of open up here what in between what's going on. But the MI5, the MI6. And I get, why did he really? That video is called Why Did He Really Follow and Shadow the MI5 and the MI6 for 2 weeks? Maybe this is what they don't, maybe this is what Harry doesn't like, okay. I do get Harry here, the King of Pentacles. He's a Virgo, isn't he? Yeah, this is definitely Harry. I get the King of Pentacles. You know, I get William saying, you know, you're always drinking, you're taking drugs. This lifestyle here of this, you know, of this party going animal, it still continues. You know, he's saying to Harry, bloody well grow up, you know, and that kind of thing. And he's still looking to escape. Well, this relationship here between Harry and Meghan has lost its kind of shine. I can say that now with this reading, okay. I've got here, because it happened so quickly, the Eight of Wands is something that happens so fast, okay. It's in reverse, so this is kind of shine has gone off this relationship. Okay, what I can tell you about this in reverse and what this depicts, you make your own mind up here. I'm just reading the cards, okay. End of an infatuation. of a loving relationship. This is what this card depicts. There's jealousy, there's conflict, there's confusion, there's uncertainty about this relationship here. And that's what that card means. It also means delays too. But what would you say? What's your take on that card? Because that card means, you know, this is complicated, this reading. I can see goes way deep. And I don't like to go way deep in my intuition, but this is going way deep. And I get that this shine, you know, this infatuation's over with this relationship. It happened too quickly. He's in total shock with, Harry's in total shock with the way it's turned out with William. He's in total shock of this surrogate giving birth to his child. And that's another psychological thing to have to cope with. For a man, anyway, it's difficult for a man to knowing a strange woman is carrying his child. And he's also at the same time struggling to defend himself here. He's struggling to defend himself because whenever he makes a complaint here, the royal family is saying, well, you have got yourself into this mess, haven't you, Harry? So that, you know, he can't win. He can't win either way. So as this tarnished this relationship, the royal family, well, it is a very difficult thing to be in the royal family, okay, as an outsider. So I would say yes, it's tarnished it. I get the King of Wands here. I get the King of Wands. Now, if this is someone here who's a fire sign and it's in reverse. Now, a fire sign, or they may have fire in their chart. And I get a man. So this here, this person, the King of Wands, is somebody who is willing to manipulate others. An obsessive type, quite fiery in nature. Now, this could be a side of Harry, or it could be somebody else. Well, I feel it could be a side of Harry. I feel that there is like a split personality here. There's the Seven of Wands defending himself, but if he can't defend himself, there is then this King of Wands in reverse. And the King of Wands in reverse is this, he's willing to manipulate the situation. Okay, and he has this fiery temper. Wow. Wow, what a reading, guys. This is a Harry, how he's feeling at the moment. Very confused. This surrogate's giving birth to his child. That's very odd too. Isn't that odd? I mean, it is odd for the royal family. He's got demands off Meghan. He's got William saying, well, you did get yourself in this boat at the first place, so don't start complaining to me. And, you know, he married this person too fast. The infatuation is over. This cycle is coming to an end, guys. This cycle is coming to an end. What cycle is that? Well, this is what this is saying. It's this cycle is coming to an end. It looks to me as if it's being in the royal family, because I don't feel that Harry is the type of person who would abandon his surrogate child or Meghan at this point. I think he would give this. He's got loyalty. I feel that he would. You know, have loyalty in this situation. Oh gosh, there's so many sparks flying here, guys. I cannot tell you here. Now, let's have a look at Meghan. Okay, how is Meghan feeling at this? Yeah, I think it is. Hariko, the boomerang is finally hitting. I feel that's exactly, you're spot on. Okay, spot on with that. So I'm going to look at Megan. What does she feel at the moment? I do get there's lots of demands here. She's under a lot of stress. She is being monitored too. I think I don't want to go too much into that, not publicly, how much she's being monitored. But I think I have put that in the uncut readings, okay. You know, what's your thoughts about the monitoring? You can put there, but I I feel she's being monitored. Rightly so, rightly so. Anybody in the world, don't think this is something about Meghan. It's not about Meghan. It's not about Meghan. Anybody in the royal family who would actually come in from an outside here would actually be monitored. If I went into the royal family, even as I don't know, as an intuitive reader for one of the royal family, I don't know. I doubt it if that would happen. I would be monitored. My background, I would have a police check, you know, and if I've got any kind of convictions which I have not got, because I've had we have police checks every year as nurses, so we're not allowed to have any convictions or have any kind of where am I going with this? Well, it's not unusual for anybody who enters the royal family to actually be monitored. Not at all, okay, not at all, especially with somebody with such a shady past here as Meghan. She has got a shady past. She's got shady family. She's got this sister of hers that's willing to, put this book, all her secrets, all her secrets out of the closet there, this toxic family. That's the next thing that's coming out here. So how does Meghan feel under all of this kind of duress here? Let's have a look. And this could be a long one, guys. So thank you for joining us, by the way. This is an intuitive channel. And I had a dream last night. I need to tell you about the dream. I am going to tell you about that dream. I think it was a message too. I may tell you this. I may tell you on a separate occasion, but I had a dream last night. It was so vivid. So vivid. And I like to tell you about my dreams, okay. So let's look at Meghan. Let's look at Meghan, okay. How is Meghan doing on this maternity leave, preparing for this baby? Or this baby, I feel, may have already arrived, but I think we may get that. We will see, okay. How is Meghan? What's Meghan? Thank you so much, Kelly, and I love you too. Thank you for saying that. That's great. Yes, it is. I feel it's the best chat room ever. We're having lots of fun. So how does Meghan feel here? How does Meghan feel? How does Meghan feel at this present time at that Frogmore, in that graveyard? Do you remember that Frogmore cottage? Her mother is there. Okay, I get Doria is with her. She's not alone. I feel once she went to Frogmore, she wanted her mother there. Okay. Her mother is very supportive. She's very calm. She's very humble. She keeps quiet. But would she be great support? Because she would have to take the barrage of these demands from her daughter. And although it's a daughter, a mother with a daughter like that can only take so many demands, and then would have to split, would have to leave. And I think that's where Doria gets to. She stays for like so long and she goes back. So let's have a look here, and I'll turn the cards around and I'll shuffle them. And how is Meghan doing here at Frogmore with Doria, with this stylist friend of hers who's gay, I think? Okay. Well, I get that she's having to cope with Harry. I think our biggest thing here is having to cope with this, you know, 12-year-old in a man's body, a 12-year-old in a man's body. The royal family know he's like this, knows that he's a boy in a man's body. And this is difficult. Anybody knows who's dealt with some Peter Pan who's never grown up, okay, and having to pander to a prince who is like this is difficult. Now, this is I get this as Harry at the moment. He's kind of I don't feel he's happy. I get that. Well, he's under stress. He's under stress. He's under stress from the royal family. He's under stress with lots of other, with this. So all of it, like I've just said that reading. He's stressed with all that. So he's very inflexible here. He's inflexible. As far as Meghan is concerned, Harry is inflexible. He's unstable. He's unstable. He's rejecting giving any money, spending any more money. He started to reject that too. She feels that he's unsuccessful. She may even be putting him down at this point. She feels that he needs security. He needs the security of the royal family. So she's having to deal with Harry. Okay, I think that she has to deal with Harry, and she, if she upsets Harry, she's going to lose her status. I cannot diagnose, okay, I cannot diagnose, but he's got, I feel there's PTSD or something like that, post-traumatic syndrome. I feel from his mother's death there. I do pick that up, but he is honest about that too. It's not just me saying that. Harry has actually said that he's been affected by his mother's death. Okay. Yeah, I think she can't help herself, Callie. I think it's her nature when she gets stressed to start to put people in their place and put people down. Okay. And there's jealousy too. I have to say this. Harry is jealous of William. There's jealousy. There's a jealousy, and that's what also Harry may have told Meghan about stories about William that are not true, and created this kind of triangulation here between him, her, and William and Kate, because there is a jealousy here. This is the darker side of Harry. She's actually seeing and having to cope with this darker side of Harry here. Okay, the King of Pentacles in reverse. So wow, how does she feel? How is she coping with this? I think she's seeing him, these flaws of Harry's. At the moment, I'm talking about Meghan here. There's a Ten of Swords, and I got this for Harry too. He's stabbing in the back here, and betrayed and slandered. Okay, well that card there is poignant to Meghan. Okay. She's been stabbed in the back by everybody, everybody, everyone. At the moment, this is what this depicts. At the moment, things could improve. Well, of course they could improve. Okay. She feels betrayed. She feels betrayed by the royal family. She feels betrayed by Harry. She feels betrayed by the public. She feels that the public or everyone's being malicious, are kind of snubbing her. I get the royal family. She feels that they're being malicious. When once upon a time, her fairy tale here was happier, a much happier time. Wow. Well, that's difficult, isn't it, to cope with? Let's look at Meghan here. I wouldn't be able to cope with that. I wouldn't be able to cope with being in the royal family, but I wouldn't have that history that she's got. You know, I'm just an average Joe with no kind of police records. Yeah, you know. But as it stands with this, she feels dreadful. And she's also having to cope with Harry and, you know, his real kind of Peter Pan moments here. And also the royal family. Oh gosh, that's a lot to deal with. Okay. So gosh, you know, I'd actually run from that. Let's have a look. How does she feel? How does Meghan feel here? How does she feel? Well, obviously, this is how she feels. She feels, I don't think I need to go any further, because she feels betrayed, stabbed in the back, slandered, malicious gossip, all of it, and having to deal with him. Well, okay, so the next, well, this is a real pile of horse manure. Can I put it that way? It's a real pile of horse manure. This is, because I get the Prince of Swords in reverse, and the Prince of Swords in reverse is reacting inappropriately to this stress, and I've already said that. Okay, this person can be aggressive, can be destructive person. When things don't go their way, this person can be destructive. They are deluded. And, well, this whole thing here has disrupted her plan. It's like she's been caught in like a rabbit in a headlights kind of moment, and she does not know what to do. And under that kind of stress, she starts to get aggressive. She does not know how to cope with the stress here. And actually, I've just had a pop-up there on the screen, and I have to say this because the baby is, I think the baby was born yesterday or today, and you know that Catherine takes her own photographs, you know, of her children. There's an upload just there. I just got some news there that I got that she's posted some photographs of baby Louis. Okay, which he is so cute. She's put, you know, the most recent photographs of baby Louis, and he is so cute. So do you feel Kate is uploading some videos because she knows that Meghan is going to be uploading videos of that baby, because I feel that baby's here now, either today or yesterday. Here, I saw that yesterday in his face. I don't know, he looked so stressed out and pale and shocked and all of that kind of thing. Okay, so yeah, I mean, this is a hard thing. I feel this is very hard for Meghan to deal with. She's been lumbered with someone who's got PTSD, whatever he's got. I can't diagnose, but she has to have things she's very controlled, and she needs to, or if she is not got everything in place, she loses it. She gets very kind of aggressive. Um, well, she's been demoted to the Six of Wands. The royal family have demoted her because of her arrogance, sheer arrogance, parading around thinking she's $1 million, and the royal family are just just going to throw money at her. So I do get this arrogance here. They've demoted her because of her arrogance. She's kind of losing her grip of this situation, is Meghan. Oh, wow. This is a total mess, guys. They don't like her, the way she is hiding this surrogate. And this is also coming through the Prince of Cups in reverse. They don't like, this depicts hiding, deception and dishonesty. The royal family don't like the way she's been dishonest about this surrogacy to the public, this deception. And, she's living in cuckoo land. That's what the royal family feel, or the aristocrats feel. She lives in cloud cuckoo land. Okay. Yeah, on it's just come up there on Louis' birthday. Is that today? He's turned 1. It's his first birthday, and Kate has taken loads of pictures in the Daily Mail. That will be in the Daily Mail today, of Louis, and I feel that's coincide with well, it's his birthday, so why shouldn't he have photographs? Okay. I get she's been put on hold, guys, in suspension. She's in suspension. She's been put on hold here. She's been put on hold. That's what the hangman, or the hangman means surrender, suspension, sacrifice. But I read this on hold, in suspension, like hanging like this, left her kind of hanging in suspension. So she's been suspended. She has been suspended from duties because of this crazy kind of, how she's been dishonest, how she's kind of being arrogant. They don't like her dishonesty, her arrogance, and all. They've suspended her. They've suspended this, and because of the public reaction to Meghan. Okay. They've suspended this situation, and Harry is livid. Harry is absolutely crazy. She's crazy. The kind of infatuation here. But I do get that. I get the love card here. The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups. Well, that's strange, because I've got the Ace of Cups here, because although Harry's slightly deranged, here, and this has all been put on suspension, Harry is pleading his love for Meghan. I love you. I'm sorry for this crazy, if I wasn't in the royal family, this wouldn't happen. If I wasn't in the royal family, if I was like you, and if I was like you, things would be good. And if Harry was like her, she wouldn't be interested in him. Okay, she wouldn't be interested in him. So he's saying, I love you, I love you. And this, you know, and she's seen this, is totally deranged. Oh, I hear her saying, Megan, you know, you're deranged, you're deranged. And she's very demanding. She's tired of all of this. Yeah, there is this love here. There's love. There is love here. I think Megan knows that Harry loves her, but there's all this toxic craziness here. So how can this survive in this toxic kind of love? Somebody's just said that. And you know, this is where Harry. Well, this is where this is sitting. There's no progress. There's no progress here. No progress. In Megan's mind now, this has not turned out how Megan thought. This has not turned out the way she thought here. She actually blames William and Kate for doing this, for turning the whole world against them. Yeah, and this is why there's this rift too, because I get this boy in Harry's body, in Harry's, you know, outer shell here. This little boy is saying, yeah, it is Harry, you know, this sibling rivalry, jealousy here. Okay, this is like, oh, you know, Megan is now thinking, let's try to mend this. Let's kind of mend this. Let's recover. Let's try to recover this. I get her saying this. Okay. I get the card, the Seven of Swords. Let's try to recover this. Let's sit down. Let's think. Let's try to recover this. Yeah, I think that's what she's thinking. Let's try to recover the public mood here. Yeah, I feel this is what she's thinking. Let's start again. Let's start again. I get like the Ace of Wands. Let's start again. We've got and the Ace of Wands is a birth of a child. Okay, is the birth of a child, and the birth of a child. So this child's here because the Ace of Wands here. I asked what they were thinking, and this child has arrived. I would say, I would guarantee that this child has arrived. The Ace of Wands. Let's start again. We've got a child. Harry loves her. He adores Meghan. But this infatuation has been tarnished. And what it was, this fairy tale, has kind of died here for Meghan. Okay. But she's thinking, let's try to recover this. She's learning after the event, I feel. But she's also seeing that she's got to keep going with this because of this child. You know, she doesn't have a choice. There's a child that's been born now, and she has to keep going with this. And now she's realizing, especially at the birth, of how Harry reacted, is like, oh my God, I'm dealing with a boy here. Yeah, this fairy tale, it's ended. It's ended now. And what Meghan has got here is a man child and a royal baby, part of a royal baby's life. And now this is like the ends justify the means kind of thing. Well, yeah, this fairy tale's over because I get the stab in the back, the malicious gossip, the public mood that Meghan feels that William and Kate, William has caused this. And And it's just a mess, guys. She feels, Megan feels that they can recover this. Now the baby's here. Now the baby's arrived. We can recover our reputation here. And if she doesn't kind of parade around, you see, the public don't like to be lied to, and that's why William wants to be 100 miles away from Harry, because, and vice versa, because William knows that and Kate knows that she's carrying a prosthetic belly. And what happens if this comes out, if we are kind of agreeable to this? Parading around like some arrogant fool on like a world stage there with this prosthetic belly. I find that they well, what's your thoughts on that, guys? What would you feel that as a community, what would you feel that everybody would think how do you feel that the aristocratic set will feel about this? How do you feel that the public feels about being lied to and all this hidden deceit? Yeah, so I think, and I do feel that she wanted to get rid of all of these these sites. I'm not going to mention them, but there's a couple of sites that are quite derogatory towards Meghan. This is just me reading the cards and with your honest opinions. It's not being derogatory at all. But there are one or two sites out there that actually do say it as it is and don't mind saying either, So, okay, so we've got Harry's opinion. And we've got Meghan's, how they feel at the moment. I feel this baby's here now. It was born yesterday. It was born Easter Sunday, or it was born today. Here, and that's what I get for these two people, how they feel. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I will do another live show this week. I'm not sure when I'm going to do it, but I am actually going to cover, guys, that what William thinks about this, okay? Because I feel that William feels like it's gone too far. It's gone too far to actually be mended. And I feel that he's quite sad about this, but he can't. You see, William cannot associate himself with somebody with such a kind of tarnished kind of past here as Meghan. Yeah, somebody, Penny Lane, the pair is the lowest of the low. Okay, well, I get that this is what William cannot associate himself with, is this this kind of they can't allow the crown to be tarnished. Excuse the pun there, but they can't allow this to be tarnished. Now, before I go, I know I've been on here a while, but before I go, because I've got lots of people here, thank you for joining us, and thank you anybody new here. I just want to say to you guys, if you'd like to help my channel, support my channel with a small donation, please do. Okay, if you do want to do that, and you want to help my channel, please use the link in the description box at the bottom rather than the super chat there, because the super chat will that will not come to me for about another 2 months, and also they take a cut off that super chat. So if you want to make a donation, go straight to the link that I've put in the description box there. Okay. What I'm going to look at before I go is something, while it's still kind of clear in my head, I had a dream last night, a very, very vivid dream, and this dream was weird, as dreams are quite weird, aren't they? It was like, well, it was like I was there. I was there at this function. At this function, it was like a royal function. I'm not sure why I was there, but I was there, and I think, I don't know, maybe I was invited. I can't remember, but there was like a function, and it was like a celebration, and there was like a sit down meal, and there's like kind of it was like a movie. It was like a movie, but what I kind of got from this is that it was the way, what I was picking up intuitively from that dream was actually Kate. Well, in this dream, I'll tell you about the dream. It was like I was invited to this function. Okay, lots of flowers, white roses, and things like that. So it was something to do with Kate and William, and so we were kind of mingling, and I was in like a separate party to Kate, and you know that, but she was going around. That's right, yeah. She got this white two-piece set on. It was like a 1940s kind of outfit, and she looked great in it actually. Her brown hair. She'd got really she'd got quite heavy makeup on, eyeliner, and all of this, all perfectly done here. And I remember, and I feel this was not now. This seemed like it was like when she's like 47. She was around 47, not 37. So this is like 10 years time. And so I went to this function, and she was just going around introducing herself to who was invited. And you know, I shook her hand, and she kind of knew me. I don't know I don't know. Anyway, she kind of knew what I did and things like that. And she shook my hand. She says, "Hello, nice to meet you," and all of this kind of thing. And then she kind of started to chat to me, you know, just like friendly. And I chatted to her friendly, and quite natural. I was chatting to her quite naturally. And, you know, William was not around her, not with her. And I was chatting to her quite friendly, and it was all it was like a celebrating thing. I don't know what it was, but that's what it was, like an anniversary. I get like, it may have been their wedding anniversary, I don't know. But it was like stepping in time, and she was around 47. She's a little tiny bit, you know, she put a little tiny bit of weight on than she is now, but not an awful lot. She still looked very glamorous. And she shook my hand, and we started talking, and she felt my warmness of spirit, and she got on really well with me. And she'd got like a little group there of her friends, a close friends. Now, I observed the close friends, and the close friends were all very superficial friends. They were all superficial friends that she was with. There was nobody authentic or genuine. That's what I observed in this dream. And so she said to me, "Why don't you come and join us? Why don't you come and join us? Because you're on your own here. You're on your own. So come and join us with our group." So I said, "Thank you. Yes, I will." And I joined them. and William was not there, although he was there at that function, but he wasn't with her. She was alone with these very shallow friends, not authentic, not real, all pretending to be. And because I kind of spoke to her, and she said something like, I really love what you do. God knows what this is. It's like in years to come. I really like what you do, and I'm really happy that you've accepted the invitation. And I started to talk to her, and she had such a really nice, soft voice. And a lot of people say that I have a soft, calming voice too. So we kind of really connected, because we were both quite soft in tone of voice and that kind of thing. And she started to talk to me, and she broke down in tears. Did Kate? She broke down in tears, and we were talking. She said to me, "Do you know?" She said, "Do you know, Yvonne, you're the first person, first real person that I've spoken to in years." And she just broke down in tears. And I was really touched by that. And she said, "Do you know, and she was crying, and she said that my life," she said to me in my dream, she said to me, my life is not real. My life is not real. Me and William actually just put a front on for duty. And after we've done that, he hardly ever speaks to me. He hardly says two words to me. He goes into his office, and you know what, Yvonne? She said in this dream, "You know what, Yvonne? I am so lonely. I am so lonely. You're the first real person I have ever met. First real person I've met in years that actually is genuinely wants to talk to me." And she cried. She was crying, and she got this. I remember in my dream, she got this heavy makeup on, and this heavy makeup was going down her face like this, and immediately this makeup artist, or there's a makeup artist keep reapplying the makeup on her face and all that kind of thing, dragging her into the back there, saying, "Oh, look, you mustn't cry, you mustn't rub your eyes, I told you not to do that, okay, and come on, we need to reapply your makeup." And she was crying, and I went with her, and they were just putting on this makeup on her, like with her being so upset, and she'd got to look good for the cameras and got to look good for William and the royal family. And it's like she was wearing a mask, and so you can't cry, you can't cry, Catherine, and look what this does to your pretty face. And she reapplied this makeup. This dream went on. And I said to her, I said, "Look," I said, let's just enjoy ourselves." And I said, "Let's just enjoy ourselves." And we was like on this like balcony thing, looking out, not like Buckingham Palace. It was like there was a ballroom at the bottom, and at the top it was like an exclusive little bit, not too exclusive like how royals would do it. It was like an exclusive little bit upstairs where the royals go, and there was like a little we was getting drinks brought us off trays and things like that, and there was like a little, not a dance floor, but like a little bit of a floor there, but down there was a ballroom down at the bottom, and then she suddenly came back from this makeup artist at the back there with all her makeup reapplied perfectly again. And she said, "Come on, let's have a dance. Come on, let's dance." And I actually saw the true, the real Catherine in my dream. And she says, come on, let's dance. And she's dancing with her arms in the air like that. And I was dancing with her. We all started dancing and she looked so happy. And I thought, gosh, you know, I said to myself, gosh, I didn't even realize that this is who you are. This is you authentically. This is you authentically, Catherine. And it's like she was desperate to let that true self out. You know, like Diana used to be in that way. And she was older. She was about 47. So I don't know if that dream means anything. I don't know if that dream means anything, but if it does mean anything, that she just feels like she's really, if that dream means anything, when she gets to the next kind of 10 years, William is just not going to be with her half the time, that she's going to feel lonely. And the people around her, maybe when she becomes queen, people around her are all very shallow. And if there's any meaning in that dream, that the people around her are all shallow, and she cannot be, she does not have a voice, and she is just playing the part, you know, playing the part, and behind the scenes she never sees William. And this is later on in about 10 years' time. So that's the dream that I had, guys. I wanted to tell you that dream before I actually went. I have no idea what that dream means, but a lot of my predictions do come true, especially the dreams. And she does wear quite heavy makeup. Have you noticed that on state occasions? She started to wear quite heavy makeup. So, you know, I could imagine the makeup artist saying, oh, you've rubbed your eyes, I need to do it. And even the hair, if the hair is out of place, I can imagine, oh, I need to look at your hair, you know, please come behind the scenes there so I can just pin your hair back up and just reapply the makeup, you know. Yeah, it was a sad dream, actually. It was sad because I actually were kind of quite taken aback of who she truly is, you know. Yeah, so this was a very sad dream that I had. Okay, and I thought I wanted to share that with you. Okay, Anna. So what do you feel about that dream, guys? Anna, feel badly for Kate. Have read that many of William's friends were not friendly because she's not royal. Shows lack of character on William's friend's part. Yeah. Oh, and I get Princess Diana Karbisha. Princess Diana also was very lonely. Yes. Moon Shadow, she has her kids and her sisters and brothers, and her life is good. Do not make her pitiful. I don't make her pitiful. I'm just kind of sharing this dream with you. That's what that is. She's not pitiful at all. I'm just sharing this dream, and it was quite emotional dream. Yeah, I wonder what the dream means. It does. It's, you know, I'm not trying to make anybody look anything. I really like Kate, and I feel that I was quite concerned in my dream, you know, of what that meant, you know, seeing her quite upset. Yeah, so yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, they are quite down to earth ladies. So yeah, I just picked that up. It wasn't public. In this dream, it was very like a very few people together. So she did not do that in public. She was just like maybe just got to the end. I get that kind of energy of getting to the end of a tether kind of thing. Can't take anymore, that kind of thing. It's not pity. It's like putting on this act for so long. Yeah, that's what I get. Anyway, guys, thought I'd share that dream with you. And let's let me just finish off by looking at your yeah. Okay, so I am going to call it a night too. Somebody's falling asleep there to this reading. But thank you, everybody. Okay. Yeah, maybe Penny, maybe Kate was Queen Consort in your dreams 10 years from now. Yes, yes. Yes. Something, yeah, something like that. Kids were a bit older. Yeah, so it's just interesting to talk about. I do like dreams and their meanings. Yeah, so I'm going to say, guys, thank you for being here. You've just been amazing, and I hope you enjoyed it. I will look at Kate and William, how they feel about what's going on at the moment with the situation. And I also will do a reading about this African, speculation here of whether they're going to go to Africa. This is going on, but it's whether the royal family are going to kind of have the money to actually do that. Yeah, okay. And Spring Flowers, her life must be hard having to wear a mask almost always. It sounds such a sad and lonely life. In her life and her position, she can't trust anyone or have real friends. Yes, and maybe that's what came through with that dream, quite interesting. So I'm going to say, guys, thank you so much for being here, and I will catch you again. Please please share, at least share with 2 people, okay? If you can, that will help my channel. If you want to make a donation, you don't have to, but if you'd like to make a donation, also the pilot, I will look at the pilot too, Debs, okay. If you'd like to make a donation, please go to the description box to do the donation, not the super chat. And you don't have to at all. You don't have to donate at all. This is a free service, and I'm just so happy. If you'd like any personal readings or uncut readings, give me an email, okay? Sending you lots of love, guys. Thank you for being here. Had a great show again. Thank you. I don't know when I'll be back on, but there is a scheduled one every Sunday, okay? I will come on in between 2, so don't worry, in between what I'm doing. So sending you lots of love, lots of blessings, guys, and have a great Easter for the rest of the Easter. And maybe we'll hear about the baby, but I don't get that we'll hear about the baby till about the 1st or the 2nd of May. That's when I think we'll get an announcement, but not yet. Okay. So sending you lots of love, lots of blessings, guys, and I hope you enjoyed the show, and thank you for coming to this community, and it's just wonderful, okay? Or if you do catch up, put your comments down below, please do. So sending you lots of love, lots of blessings. Night, night, everyone, and all good feelings here, happy feelings. Sleep well, have a great day or great morning, and bye for now. And I'll see you soon, guys. Okay, I need to put my glasses on to switch off. So I will see you soon, and you take care.